constellations. They remind me that this life cannot be lost forever. I watch my generation. It's so evident this world will soon be gone. Will soon be gone. Can we live for tonight?
So it's sometimes really fun when we receive ear products that really just work as advertised, nothing to hide, no false marketing, everything just works, and that is the product I want to share with you guys today. So the headphones I'm reviewing today is still part of a crowdfunding campaign, and now the Oleap Pilot is in their Indiegogo campaign, so do proceed with caution, and I'm just here to share with you my thought about them. Also, these products is sent over to me, but there is no money exchanging hands, and this review is based on my honest and unbiased opinion. So there are many to choose from in this Indiegogo campaign. You can either just go with the headphones itself for $89 US, or about 414 Malaysian ringgit, or you can get the whole bundle with the charging stand, a dongle, and a carrying case for $139 US, or about 646 Malaysian ringgit. So if you're interested in getting this, do check out my links in the description below. So the Oleap is designed to very similar as a bone conduction headphones, and when I first unboxed it, I really thought it was a bone conduction headphones, and the first thing I did was put it on, turn up the volume, and realize two things. Damn, this sounds really good, and it doesn't tickle me at maximum volume. So that's my first impression with this headphone. So the build quality of the Pilot is pretty good, and overall they do come with some really nice material. My only comment with them is that the plastic that they use, although feels solid and high quality, doesn't look as good to me because it's glossy. It's like this glossy high sheen look. Kind of looks like a well-used plastic, if you know what I mean. So this also applies to the dock that they provide you. You can see it's a really nice, very solid and very heavy piece, but you can see that the plastic here is like a very well-used leather that has that sheen. So if you don't like that look, then it may not look so good to you. So the band itself is really nice and firm with a nice rubbery texture, and it can take quite a bit of stretching with no problems, as you can see here. But like with most headphones like this, the band doesn't actually touch your neck. So on the modules itself, which is right over here, you're going to get your Oleap branding at both sides, so one on each side, so people will know that you're definitely using something from Oleap. And on the side with the boom mic here, you're going to get 3 buttons at the top, right? And it's very simple. It's the volume buttons, which allows you to skip tracks, and a center multifunction button, as well as an LED at the back of the headphone. So at the bottom of that, you're going to get a Type-C charging port to charge up the headphones. You can either use them with the typical Type-C cable, or you can also buy the dock, which I showed you, and just plug it into the dock and it'll work. So at the front here, you're going to get your mute button in orange. It's convenient if you're in a team call or conference call, and I use them. It works pretty well. And on the other side here, you're going to get a boom mic, which rotates 270 degrees for you to angle it the way you like, to point it to your mouth. So let's talk a little bit about the speakers on these headphones, because these headphones are not bone conduction headphones, and there is a 16mm driver in each of the modules inside here, which then has a speaker unit that aims audio into your ears. That is why the sound quality is significantly better than bone conduction headphones, because this essentially is like half in-ear earphones, and it doesn't tickle you, which is good news, because bone conduction headphones, if you use them at higher volumes, does tickle your temples. But again, this is still firing audio into your ear, so if you want ear protection, then bone conduction is still the way to go. So the Pilot comes with a pretty impressive battery life, and because it has significantly more space for a bigger battery than normal TWS earbuds, you're going to get about 16 hours of music playback or 10 hours of continuous talk time. Charging the headphones is also extremely fast, and 10 minutes will get you up to 50%, and fully charging these headphones is only 30 minutes, which is extremely impressive. In terms of volume, the Pilot is not the loudest, and a comfortable volume starts at only 55%. At about 90 to 100%, it's a lot louder than at 55%, and it's also pretty loud, but it's still bearable, and I wouldn't say it's too loud to use. So do take note about that. If you absolutely need really loud headphones, these really is not a very loud pair of headphones. Feature-wise, the Pilot comes with a simple Bluetooth 5.0 chipset, which in my opinion is perfectly sufficient for what it serves and what it needs to do. Most of these headphones will be targeted primarily for conference calls and occasionally for music and video, so usually you wouldn't need any high-end chipset which will drive up the price. The headphones is also IPX5 rated, so if you do decide to use this in the gym, it should survive any sweating with no issues, but because of the mic and opening, I wouldn't soak them or wash them. So the headphones also comes with a 270-degree rotatable boom mic. Right over here, you can see how it rotates, which can be easily angled for your phone calls. And Oleap also includes 2 pop filters for you to use. Not only that, Oleap uses a 3-mic voice-on ENC technology to help reduce environmental noise up to 50 decibels. So we're gonna test that out later on. Another feature I like about the Pilot is that it announces the battery life every time you turn on the headphones, so you will know how many hours of talk time you get every time you turn them on. Although I personally won't use this for running or working out because of this boom mic, it will still be nice to have an MP3 function so I can just use this without my phone or laptop, but unfortunately this is a missing feature in these headphones. Oleap also sells you this dongle separately where you can use it somewhat like a multi-point connectivity with the dongle and also your Bluetooth, so you can use these 2 devices together. So sound quality here is nice, but there are 2 sound profiles you must take note of. I've tested this with Bluetooth and also using the included dongle on my Windows laptop, and they both sound really different. With the dongle, it's really quick to use. Just plug it into your computer and headphones and it will detect it instantly and communicates instantly. But when using the dongle, I noticed the audio quality sounds a bit like a low resolution phone call. Perhaps it's the codec that it uses, which I'm not too sure, but using the dongle is best for calls and not the highest resolution for audio playback. However, when audio is played through Bluetooth, in my case, they sound decently good. Nothing too exceptional, but compared to other open ear or bone connection headphones, the Pilot sounds leaps and bounds better. Bass here is driven using a bass leap technology that Oleap coins. Bass here is pretty strong when you push the headphones into your ears. However, if you let go, it does lose out quite a bit of that bass, very similar to the likes of half-in-ear earbud. But overall, it still gives you a quite nice and dynamic feel, especially compared to the competition. Mids and vocals are also nice sounding, very clear with no issue. I wouldn't rate them at like IEMs or standard earbuds since these are still open style headphones, but for more general use for music session or movie session, the Pilot still excels pretty nicely. So this is a test to see if the Oleap Pilot is a good headphones for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from these headphones. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So we're not expecting too much for the latency of the Oleap Pilot, especially with the 5.0 chipset. However, it works well and you can still use it for casual gaming. They work just fine. Watching movies and videos on this is really nice and smooth with no lag. So anyways, let's take a look at the latency performance of these headphones. So for a product performance standpoint, I think they are really good, and I hope that everything goes well with the crowdfunding campaign. If you're okay with backing Oleap and think the product would meet your needs, then do check out my links in the description below. But I would urge that you do your own research for any crowdfunding campaigns. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.